What are you willing to lose? You cover your wounds, but underneath them a million voices in your head that whisper, stop now. Another twist of the knife, a turn of the screws. It's all in your mind and it's fighting you on yourself. The storm is coming. Wow, kid, what you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today and make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, feelings fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling, feeling it fly.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Before you skip 30 seconds ahead, NordVPN is a service that makes it so hackers can't figure out your location and DOS you offline for hours. Instead, you'll just be in Australia hopping around on kangaroos or wherever else you want to be in the world. But the Outcasts, why do you need a VPN? Well, VPNs not only hide your location, they make it so you can watch content you can't find in certain countries. Use coupon code OUTCAST for 68% off the 2-year plan with a free month. Link in the description. Start by coming over to this side of the cave and go ahead and just build 2 foundations thick and build it all the way until you get to both sides of the walls. This may be a little tricky with this little arch here, but it's pretty easy to work around. Next, go ahead and begin to start layering. I usually do fence foundations and then do like a zigzag pattern inside of the tower. So just mess around with that, layer it like crazy, and just follow the steps after it. After you're done, it should look something like this. Make sure to get your foundations and layer them out a lot more. This basically makes it so it's harder to raid this, and also adds a little bit of spam. But in each of the corners, I went ahead and put like a little 1x1 sort of thing, just to make it a little bit better and harder to raid. Next, go ahead and put your hatch frame layout kind of like this. I went ahead and layered the front side of the tower with vaults, and then also layered the inside with vaults. Next, just put your turret layout really however you want. I hit the 100 turret limit, so I had to really go back down a little bit because I had my layouts a little bit weird, but just set it up however you want to. Next, build the rest of the tower all the way up, and then I used cliff platforms to kind of just get rid of that whole area because it's a big mess up there. Next, build our second turret wall right around here, so make sure your foundations are a little bit off, but not too much. Next, build a very basic wall with just 3 layers of hatch frames. Put a little bit of tech turrets, not many, and then just fill the whole thing, the rest with heavy turrets. If you're on 100 turret limit, you have to be very careful because this cave is very, very awkward because it has 2 entrances and they're both very close. So anyways, connect this wall to the outside wall if you're on unofficial. Basically like push it over more to where it's facing outside, if that makes sense. Next, put some hatch frames on the outside and then just build however big of a wall that you want. You're gonna have some issues, you're gonna have to put some more tech jennies and stuff, but this is what it should probably look like. After you're done, this is what it should look like. Next, get a pretty basic layout like this for the second entrance. It should be around a 9x8. Next, just go ahead and just cover it with pillars except for in the corners. We're gonna build basically towers in the corners and build your pillars on every single foundation and do it all the way up. For every single 2 pillars, go ahead and place a ceiling. This allows it so that it cannot be cannoned as easily. And then go ahead and just put hatch frames all over it. Make sure to worry about the 100 turret limit because it's very close to the other turret wall. After you're done, it should look something like this. Now go ahead and just fill it with turrets. If you want to copy my design, go back to the beginning and look in the cinematic on what this area looked like. And then go ahead and place double doors like this, and then in between all of this we're going to put vaults on all of the first layer. That basically just stops people from being able to run straight through it. I went ahead and added stairs for extra protection, but as you can see with the vaults inside, but here it is after it is fully done. Next, fill the entire room in front of it with foundations and then these fence supports, as the fence supports do not block you from turrets, but they are very annoying. Next, go ahead and fill a lot of this area with foundations and stairs and stuff, especially this area. Fill this whole area, but the little water thing over here is going to be like a breeding area for anglers. But anyways, fill all this area, and this is just going to be a bunch of dino storage. And then come up top, up here, this is going to be our main base. So go ahead and fill all this in and build it one layer higher than usual so we can put stuff under the floor. Go ahead and fill every single area that you can find that has openings in it around the main base. Go ahead and build a little 1x2 in this corner right here. This is going to be where we put a little turret tower. Next, go ahead and cover these two little archways over here with a ton of foundations and a bunch of hatch frames. Same with this little thing, just cover it with hatch frames again, because this is going to be like a little mini tower just to help out with the fence. Next, go over to this cliff plat that we have set over here. It is right by, like, just hanging off, and then go ahead and do this exact design. You can do, you can do any cliff tower design, just make sure that it fits with your turret limit. So for mine, just put a triangle foundation and then just go 2 out, do it on the opposite side, and then go all the way down and basically make it so it's like surrounding. Next, if you can't figure out how to build a good cliff plat, make sure to go check out one of our other videos, because I'm not trying to make this video like insanely long. But anyways, next, put a bunch of cliff plats over here on the side, and then I went ahead and just put dino gates like on a little pattern around them, as like it's stylish, and it can also keep rock golems from falling off the edge. They have to actually individually blow these up, so it sets them back just a little bit. If you're wondering where I hide my tech jennies, I usually hide them in these little roots, as a lot of people do not see them here and they cover a lot of distance. Next, go ahead and cover the entire ground with spam. Trust me, you're gonna need this. Just don't put it too close to your turret walls, or else then people can outline of sight your turrets. I went ahead and put some fence supports right in front of the wall just to stop stuff like trikes from getting over. And then next, I put vaults in front of it just to stop people from getting inside of the wall and then being able to get into the whole main base. But that's not a big issue if you can layer it right, but if not, you're going to want to put vaults. Next, to build a little cover over here, I used cliff plats so that I can make 2 little layers. This can be used for some more dino storage or a greenhouse area, whatever you really want it to be. Yes, I know I'm crazy, but go ahead and cover this entire area with pillars and make sure that you layer it right so it cannot be cannoned down easy. But I decided to cover this whole thing with pillars just to make people want to go into the second entrance more than the first entrance. But yeah, if you're still watching, comment OCYT. Now it's time to go work on the main base. So first of all, come inside and go to the far right corner, put some hatch frames and make 2 little holes in the floor. This is going to be for all of our cryo stuff. If you want to do this a little bit different, because I know a lot of you guys freak out if it's not on the actual ground, because these things are better, just do it your own way. But a lot of you guys already know how to do this. If you don't know how to do it, you just do it in a pattern and then it fits and it's OCD friendly. Next, go ahead and get a little setup kind of like this next to the cryo fridges. This is going to be for our industrial cooker and our industrial grill. On the bottom right here, we're going to put 2 tech feeding troughs, as this will feed any dinos that are in your base area, not your dino storage, but in the base area like around here. Next, get your preserving bins. I'm using S+ ones to save a lot of time and make them all snap easier. And then on the top of that, just fill that with refrigerators. Next, fill this area with cages. This will be used for dung beetles. I recommend putting them a little bit farther back because I had some issues with them. I got stuck. And on the opposite side, go ahead and fill this whole thing with vaults, like so. Next, go ahead and put some hatch frames down just to indicate that this is a little air conditioner area to hatch eggs. And then put the air conditioners underneath the floor. Next, build some personal rooms. I went ahead and put 2x2 and then I put 3 on the bottom and then stacked 3 on top of them. After they're done, they should look something like this. And next, come over to the bigger part of the base and then go ahead and put 2 replicators right here, along with 2 vaults and then a line to put the indie forges and fabricators, all that good stuff on. Now, place 5 indie forges on top. Place 3 industrial grinders right here next to the indie forges. Next, go ahead and place 4 dedicated storages right here. This is just for holding metal ingots. Next, go ahead and dig a hole in the floor and then put some more dedicated storages for storage right here. And then now underneath the indie forge, put 4 smithies, 4 fabricators, and 5 chem benches underneath it. And then the crafting station is done. Next, go ahead and place a tech teleporter right here, and then right next to it in the middle, go ahead and place a tech trans and then a tech teleporter, and then the base is done. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also don't forget to check out Nord. The link will be in the description to get 68% off of Nord. Yes, and that's true. So don't forget to go click that. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.
Gonna die today, make it out alive.